edition of the Southern Quality Ford Friday Night Blitz. I am your host, Brad Cisak.
And I'm Tim Owens. Brad, it's hard to believe, but the final week of the regular season is here.
Yeah, that's right, Tim. Seems like just the time has flown by, but still some very important games here in the final week.
That's right, Brad, and a big one to open things up here in Louisiana.
Louisiana Highlights, brought to you by Christus Velocity Urgent Care.
Calvary looking to cap off an undefeated season on the road at Arcadia. This game last night and getting to work right out of the gate. Cade Hart pitches it to Isaiah Brown. He takes it to the outside. Nobody could take this big man down. Shedding defenders all the way in for the score. PAT no good. 6-0 Calvary with the lead. Arcadia fumbled on their opening possession, and the Cavs would cash in on the opportunity. Brown up the gut for another score. Cavs up 13-0, but they were not done there. Hart this time going in the air, connecting with Kyler Coburn over the middle, and he runs it in untouched. Cavs roll to an undefeated regular season, 48-8. The final over Arcadia. Big night for Cade Hart.
Let's stay in 1A. Haynesville and Homer renewing their rivalry for the 113th time. Homer going deep out of the gate, going to connect with their receiver right there, and that is going to put them down to about the 35-yard line. And then here a little bit later, it's Homer going to roll again, and this time they're going to go to Terenzio Windsor as he is surrounded by two Haynesville players. Still goes up and gets the touchdown right there. First touchdown of the night. Homer leads it 6-0, but here comes Haynesville now. Miguel Turner is going to go to his receiver, Keegan Godwin. Godwin is going to take that and go into the end zone for the touchdown. That made it 7-6, and then Haynesville scored two more touchdowns, and then that was it. They win it 21-6.
Up to 3A, Green Oaks looking to build some postseason momentum as they take on North Webster. Jaquez Thomas finding Tyreek Williams in the end zone for the touchdown. They would miss the PAT. Later, Green Oaks with the ball, and this is going to be Rock Hawthorne picking off Keith Boom Baker. North Webster would go for it on fourth down. This is Boom Baker here throwing the ball down the field. It is picked off here. He's going to run it all the way back inside. Well, he's inside the 20-yard line, it looks like there. And then later, North Webster with the ball, and look at his score. He's going to throw it deep down the field. But it is off the Green Oaks defender, but there's a flag on the play for pass interference, 15-yard penalty. North Webster getting another chance, but the Green Oaks defense swallowing him up in the backfield. Green Oaks coming away with a big win for the Giants. They win this one 13-6.
4-1 there in district play. Staying in 1-3A, Bossier playing out of district as they take on Beekman Charter. Pick it up in the second half. Bossier up 21-8. Direct snap to Camryn Richardson. He takes the Bearcats into Beekman Charter territory. Very next play, it's going to be another direct snap. This time it's to James Davis. He's going to scamper his way for the touchdown. Bossier extends the lead to 20. It was all Bearcats from there as they take it. Take a look at the final score, 48-16, the final there. Now let's go into 4A now. Final game of the regular season for Northwood as they take on Red River. It was a pretty cool moment, Tim, here at the beginning of the game. Falcons letting their biggest fan, that is the Andre Double D Duncan, score a touchdown to open things up. Now there were players from both teams, both Red River and Northwood, there to celebrate with them. Just an overall awesome
really cool
scene there at Burton Stadium. Now getting into the actual game. Falcons striking first. Luke Bogan going to escape the pressure, goes one way, back the other, finds his receiver in the end zone. Northwood taking an early 7-0 lead. Later in the quarter, Bogan rolling to his right. He is going to find Travion Brown on the outside. Brown off to the races down the sideline and into the end zone. 14-0 Northwood lead at that point. All Falcons from there as they take down Red River 42-21, the final score.
In 5A, a Parkway win over Houghton puts them into the playoffs. The Buccaneers, though, getting going quick. Colin Raines to Elijah Rokon, and that's a quick Bucks touchdown. And later, the Bucks going to keep things moving. After the flags go running,
we got to celebrate there.
Lots of celebration for Houghton tonight. Straight over the middle, finding Gage East, and that's another Bucks touchdown. He's into the end zone there. The Panthers trying to answer later on. It's going to be Rontavius Richmond, but he falls short of the Bucs' 20-yard line on the run here. Taking it off the right side. Nice long run here by Richmond. Finally tackled right there at about the 20-yard line. Panthers going to try to keep the game going with a quick pass to Jalen Reed. But Reed loses the ball right at the goal line. Parkway recovers. And that's a touchdown for the Panthers. But they only scored 2 of those tonight. And the Bucs, they scored a ton of them. They win 38-14 over Parkway. Bird State Championship golf team honored at halftime. Jackets taking on Southwood. Third quarter, Bird on the move. Mitchell Ramsey takes the handoff and breaks through. Finally knocked out of bounds right near the 20-yard line. Jackets in business just a few plays later. Cam Felt calling his own number. He's in for the 1-yard touchdown run. They were giving him a hard time about his pants being too short,
Brad.
Like
he's giving it back to him.
Yeah, he's giving it back to him here. Referee doesn't even want the ball from him. He says, young man, pull those pants down over your knees. Cam Felt says, I don't care. We're going to the playoffs. They win last night, 44-6, the final. Now, all offseason, the talk in District 1-5A was who would come away with the crown, and the general consensus was it's either going to be Captain Shreve or Houghton, but a third team emerged as a contender.
Yeah, that's right, Tim. Captain Shreve, they are undefeated in district play, but a win tonight for the Airline Vikings, and the two will share the 1-5A title. It is our game of the week presented by Better Hearing Systems, and Jory Perry has more from Lee Hedges Stadium.
One of life's fundamental lessons, sharing is caring. Only coming into this game between Captain Shreve and Airline, the Gators made it very clear they had no intentions of sharing the District 1-5A crown, but they did know it was going to be a tall task going up against Airline. So who walks away with the crown? Let me show you as we get into the highlights from our game of the week. Here we go, the Captain Shreve Gators playing host to the Airline Vikings. First half action, 3rd and 20 for the Vikings. Alex Garcia airing it out to Daniel Smith. 32 yards on the touchdown strike. Airline on the board first. It's 7-0. A little bit later, Garcia gets the ball out here, but Nick Allen is all over it, and he takes this 53 yards the other way for the pick six. This is now the 4th straight game that Shreve has scored a defensive touchdown. It was tied at 7 at the half. Second half now, Airline ahead 14-7. DJ Fleming getting the feed. He bullies his way in for the game-tying touchdown, but with 1:30 to go, Garcia is again going to use that arm of his, finding Smith again in the end zone. The Pair's 2nd touchdown on the night for the go-ahead score. Gators trying to make something happen on their last drive of the game, but Brian Marshall intercepts it, icing it away as the Vikings win to share the district title 21-14, and the team was pretty excited about it.
This is what we've done all year in big games, you know. We make it a little hard on ourselves. Shreve makes it hard on us. Obviously, they're a great football team. But when we had to have it, Alex stepped up, and, he stepped up, but at the same time, offensive line stepped up. We ran the ball when we needed to and made plays on the perimeter like we've done all year long. And defensively, what an unbelievable effort. I mean, I couldn't be proud of the way those guys played tonight. Just tremendous team effort. So proud of our coaches and our players.
It means a lot because this can't be taken from us. This can't be taken from us. This day will always, everyone will remember this. They will always remember this. That Airline are district champs.
So Captain Shreve and Airline, District 1-5A champs. And with this win, the Airline Vikings will play at home in the first round of the playoffs. For now, reporting here at Lee Hedges Stadium, I'm Jory Perry. Guys, I'll send it back to you.
And I know technically that's right. I know there's no tiebreakers. I get it. But they played on the field. Airline won. Airline's the district champs. No disrespect to Captain Shreve. They had a great season. They're probably going to make a run in the playoffs if they can figure some things out on offense. But Airline is the 1-5A district champion. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
I don't know what gets you more fired up between that or the power rankings.
Oh, district champs. Great win for Bo Meeks. We're going to hear from Bo Meeks a little bit later on about his fight with cancer and some of the stuff going on. That's just they won 3 games last year. They come back this year and then win a district title. It's a great story.
Just overall, his battle in the offseason, what they're able to do this year, it's kind of capping off everything that he's been having to battle off the field. for them to kind of rally around and do this year, it's just a great story there.
And just 2 years ago, they made that run all the way to the state quarterfinals.
We'll see if they can make
Maybe they
another.
can do it again.
Absolutely.
All right, coming up on the Southern Quality Ford Friday Night Blitz, can Texas High punch their ticket to get back to the playoffs?
Yeah, we're going to find out as we head to the Lone Star State after the break. Stay with us.
Friday Night Blitz on NBC 6.